In a time when kingdoms thrived under the blessings of the gods, there lived a princess named Savitri. She was known not just for her unparalleled beauty, but for her sharp mind, unyielding will, and deep compassion. Born to King Ashapati and Queen Malavi, Savitri was no ordinary woman. She radiated strength and wisdom that left even the most learned scholars in awe. One day, as Savitri walked through a forest near her palace, she encountered a young man named Satyavan. He was the son of a once great king who had lost his kingdom and now lived humbly as a woodcutter. Satyavan's eyes shone with kindness, and his words carried the wisdom of someone who valued life despite its hardships. It was love at first sight. When Savitri announced her wish to marry Satyavan, her father hesitated. The sage Narada, a divine seer, had foreseen that Satyavan's life would be tragically short. He would die exactly 1 year from the day of their marriage. Despite this prophecy, Savitri stood firm. She declared, "I will not forsake him because of fate. I will choose him and face whatever comes, for my love knows no bounds." Savitri and Satyavan married and lived a simple yet joyous life in the forest. They worked together, laughed together, and cherished every moment. But as the days turned into weeks, and the weeks into months, the shadow of the prophecy loomed over Savitri like a storm cloud. As the foretold day approached, Savitri prepared herself. She fasted, prayed, and meditated with unwavering devotion, seeking strength for the challenge she knew she must face. She vowed to confront destiny itself. The morning of Satyavan's death arrived. Despite her inner turmoil, Savitri joined her husband as he went to the forest to gather wood. While working, Satyavan suddenly felt a sharp pain in his head. He collapsed to the ground, his breathing shallow. Savitri held him in her arms as his life began to fade. At that moment, the forest seemed to grow darker, and a divine presence filled the air. Yama, the god of death, appeared, draped in a robe as black as midnight. In his hands, he carried the noose with which he claimed souls. "Savitri," Yama said in a deep, resonant voice, "your husband's time on earth has ended. His soul belonged to me." But Savitri did not falter. She placed Satyavan's body gently on the ground and followed Yama as he carried his soul away. "Lord Yama," she said, her voice steady, "as his wife, it is my duty to stay by my husband's side. I will not leave him." Yama, impressed by her determination, allowed her to walk alongside him. As they journeyed, Savitri began to speak with wisdom and eloquence, praising the virtues of Dharma, righteousness, and duty. "You, Lord Yama, are the upholder of Dharma. Surely, you understand the sacred bond between a husband and wife." Yama was moved but replied, "Savitri, your words are wise, but no one can escape death. Return to your world and live your life." Savitri refused to give up. She continued to speak of love, loyalty, and the power of righteousness. Her argument grew more profound with every step, and Yama found himself unable to ignore her resolve. Finally, Yama said, "You have impressed me, Savitri. I will grant you a boon, anything but the life of your husband." Savitri, clever as ever, chose her words carefully. "Grant me that my in-laws may regain their lost kingdom and live in prosperity." Yama granted her wish. But Savitri did not stop there. She continued to walk with Yama, her unwavering devotion shining like a beacon. Again, Yama offered her a boon. This time, she asked for children who would bring joy to her family and uphold their legacy. Yama agreed, but then paused. "Savitri, how can you have children if your husband is dead?" Caught in her clever trap, Yama realized he had been outwitted. Laughing in admiration, he said, "Your wisdom and determination are unparalleled. I return your husband's soul to his body. May you both live a long and blessed life." With Satyavan's soul restored, Savitri returned to the forest. She placed the soul back into his lifeless body, and to her relief, he opened his eyes. The forest, once shrouded in darkness, now glowed with golden light as if the heavens themselves celebrated their reunion. Together, Savitri and Satyavan returned home, where their love and loyalty became a legend for generations to come. The once lost kingdom was restored, and they lived a life filled with happiness, prosperity, and the blessings of the gods. Savitri's unwavering love and determination remind us that even in the face of destiny, the power of human spirit can prevail. Her story is a timeless testament to the strength of loyalty, wisdom, and courage. If you enjoyed this incredible tale of love and determination, like, share, and subscribe to You Crave News for more legendary stories from around the world. What would you do if faced with Savitri's choice? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay curious and stay brave.